Dear students, today I am going to take a chemistry 5, that is preparation of some polymers. Yesterday, how we are preparing two polymers. One is that is polythene. In the polythene, we have two polythenes are there. High density polythene HDPE and LDPE. We have prepared two polymers, high density polythene and low density polythene. Today we are going to prepare one more that is a polymer, that is called polyester polymer. Polyester polymers. Polyester polymers. So these polyester polymers are nothing but the polymers which contains ester linkages. Ester linkage or ester bonds. Ester linkages means you see COO. So this linkage is called the ester linkage. So therefore, polyester polymers are nothing but the polymers which contains ester linkages in them. And these polyester polymers are obtained by the condensation polymerization of dioic acid with diols. That means dicarboxylic acids with dielectric alcohols. So example for polyester polymers is, that is a Dacron or your terylene. It is also called the terylene, or it is also called the Dacron. What are the important raw materials or the monomers used for the manufacture of that is terylene or Dacron? Or number one, that is called the terephthalic acid. THCA terephthalic acid. What is this terephthalic acid? That is benzene 1,4-dioic acid. This is first one. Terephthalic acid is there is benzene 1,4-dioic acid. One more is, so that is the ethylene glycol. That is called the ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol. So this is dielectric alcohol. That means this alcohol contains two OH groups in it. So therefore CH2, single bond CH2, OH, and it is OH. It is ethylene glycol, which is also called the dielectric alcohol, and it is terephthalic acid, that is benzene 1,4-dioic acid. When these two monomers are subjected to condensation polymerization, you will be getting Dacron or terylene. How actually you see? I am going to write the formula for this. So this is ethylene glycol. I am going to take N molecules. So plus N molecules of benzene 1,4-dioic acid. Benzene means C6H6. You know that is C6H6. But here you see at the first question, fourth question, two. That is OH, that means carboxylic acid groups are there. This is COOH and it is also COOH. That is benzene 1,4, 1, 2, 3, 4 you see. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. One carboxylic acid group, but the fourth portion also carboxylic acid group. That is 1,4-dioic acid. That is called the terephthalic acid. So this also I am going to take N number. So that is N number of N molecules of ethylene glycol, N molecules of terephthalic acid undergoes polymerization. Undergoes condensation polymerization actually. Condensation polymerization at about 150 to 190 degrees Celsius. And it will take place in terms of one catalyst mixture, which is nothing but you see zinc acetate and antimony trioxide. Zinc acetate means, what is the formula for acetate? CH3COO. Okay, you have to write twice of Zn, because valence of Zn is 2. Therefore, CH3COO twice Zn, zinc acetate, plus antimony trioxide, that is Sp2O2, antimony trioxide. So this mixture is called, this mixture acts as a catalyst for this polymerization. So now what happens here you see? So in the condensation polymerization, some simple molecules like water or ethyl alcohol will be removed. Here you see water molecule is removed here actually. So from this COH group, that OH group is removed. You see this OH group, and from this OH you have to remove this H. You see. So that means if from this OH you see H is removed actually if COH group is here, and here also if OH is here we will be getting, you have to remove this OH group. So as a result the remaining polymer is like this. You see this is O and then CH2, single bond CH2, single bond O, single bond CO, single bond C6, H4 actually you see this one, single bond CO dash, and this polymer is called terylene or decron. Is also called terylene or decron. And this polymer contains ester linkage, you see, that is COO or COO. That this group is called so ester group. Therefore, it is called the polyester polymer. So polyester polymers contains ester linkages in this one. So that means you see polyester polymer example is terylene. It is manufactured by heating the two monomers, dihydrogen alcohol like ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid, that is benzene 1,4-dioic acid. The formula is CH2OH, single bond CH2OH, ethylene glycol. Benzene 1,4-dioic, this is benzene 1,4-dioic acid, benzene 1,4-dioic acid, that is called the terephthalic acid. So after undergoes polymerization in terms of zinc acetate and antimony trioxide as a catalyst, you will be getting terylene, or it is called the decron. And this terylene or decron is heat resistant, and it is used in the that is blending with cotton. It is used to blending with cotton. So it is used as it is used to mixing with cotton. So it is called the terrycloth cloths used. So therefore you see it is used as a substitute for mixing with cotton. And these terylene fibers are also heat resistant. They are chemically inert and grease resistant, and therefore you see they may use in many number of that is glass reinforcing materials. It is also used in glass reinforcing material. So what is meant by this glass reinforcing material? In between two glass that is pieces, you see this material is to be introduced. That is therefore you see, so glass reinforcing material in between the two glass pieces. So this material is to be kept and it is pressed, and that material is called a glass reinforcing material. And it is also blending with cotton. You see it is used polyester fiber or polyester polymer. Okay, this is your preparation of terylene or decron. Okay. So next one. So during this plus you have to write plus NH2O. So some water molecules has been removed. You see the equation, and that means water molecules have been removed. So therefore plus NH2O you have to write at the end. Okay. So next manufacture of Teflon. You see manufacture of Teflon. Manufacture of Teflon. So this Teflon is nothing but PTFE. What is this PTFE? Polytetrafluoroethane. See here, P means poly, T means tetra, polytetra, fluoroethane. Polytetrafluoroethane. That is called the Teflon. Actually, it is this Teflon. That is Teflon coating utensils are now used. You see. So that is Teflon coating is added for that is utensils, actually cooking utensils. So that is polytetrafluoroethane is the polymer which is obtained by tetrafluoroethane. So what is the formula for tetrafluoroethane? You see polytetrafluoroethane. What is the formula for ethane? That is CH3 single bond CH3. This is ethane. But in the ethane we are going to substitute 4 fluorine atoms. 4 fluorine atoms means instead of hydrogen atom you have to write CF2, this is also CF2. So that means you see ethane means 2 carbon atoms CC and 4 fluorine atoms F2 F2 flow. So therefore it is called this. So tetrafluoroethane. So this tetrafluoroethane here. So that is a tetrafluoroethane. So undergoes polymerization. Addition polymerization. So this tetrafluoroethene ethene means a double bond. Okay. So addition reaction generally takes place in the presence of alkenes. Therefore, tetrafluoroethene. This one is tetrafluoroethene. But tetrafluoroethene undergoes polymerization. So in terms of peroxide as catalyst or free radicals acts as catalyst, and you will be getting the polytetrafluoroethane. How actually you see that is off bond. This is CF2 single bond CF2 off bond. Yeah. So this is N molecule. This is called as the polytetrafluoroethane. Now it is not ethene, it is ethane. Polytetrafluoroethane. This is tetrafluoroethane. This is polytetrafluoroethane. That is single bond. This is what? Double bond. So that means you see generally, so alkenes undergoes addition polymerization. Molecular monomer containing double bond, you see, they are called as alkenes. So therefore tetrafluoroethene will undergo addition polymerization in terms of peroxide or free radical as catalyst, giving polytetrafluoroethane. So this is one that is a polymer, and it is also called the Teflon. You see, it is used for coating utensils. And this Teflon coating for utensils so will decompose after about 300 degrees. When cooking utensils which are coated with the Teflon, when heated above 300 degrees Celsius, the coating will be decomposed. Okay, that is how. So this Teflon is very useful for that is coating with utensils, you see, cooking utensils. So next, so it is also called the non-stick cookwares. Therefore, they are called the non-stick cookwares. So that is better. That is vessels which are coated with the Teflon are also called the non-stick cookwares. Okay. So this is one simple that is a polymer Teflon. And then number 3, that is polyacrylonitrile. This polyacrylonitrile is also called the acrylon or Orlon, you see. Acrylon or Orlon. So that is a polymer. That is this polyacrylonitrile polymer is also called the acrylon or Orlon. Actually, this polyacrylonitrile is obtained by so that is addition polymerization of acrylonitrile. What is acrylonitrile? That is CH2 double bond CH single bond CN. So this is acrylonitrile. So in the previous classes we dealt with this form by using, that is CH2 double bond CH single bond CH. This is vinyl chloride. Given this formula in the class, see, CH2 double bond CH single bond CH, vinyl chloride. So if you write CN, it is called vinyl cyanide. This vinyl cyanide is also called the acrylonitrile. Okay. So this is acrylonitrile is also called the vinyl cyanide. So this acrylonitrile, that is N molecules, undergoes polymerization in terms of peroxide catalyst. and you will be getting this addition polymerization of course, and you will be getting polyacrylonitrile. So then you will be getting polyacrylonitrile means you see here. So that is half bond CH2, single bond CH, single bond Cl. This is called the acrylon or polyacrylonitrile. So and it is resistant to chemical reagents and then heat resistant material also. And for this reason you see, so these fibers are acrylon fibers are used as a substitute for wool usually. It is used for the substitute for what? Wool. Okay. So therefore these are that is the polymers layers are also called. So that is acrylon or Orlon. They are also called Orlon. So it is also a very simple that is a polymer manufacture. So acrylonitrile CH double bond Cl, CH single bond Cl, and at undergoes addition polymerization to the peroxide test. We will be getting so that is CH2 single bond CH single bond Cl n times. So here you have to take the n, and here you will be getting n. That means n molecules of acrylonitrile undergoes polymerization giving the polymer which contains n molecules. That is the meaning of this salt. So this is one polymer acrylonitrile. And last one more is melamine formaldehyde polymer. You see, melamine formaldehyde polymer. Melamine formaldehyde polymer. You see, melamine formaldehyde polymer is obtained when the condensation polymerization of melamine with formaldehyde. So this is of course it is a resin. So how actually it is obtained? You see, so melamine formaldehyde polymer is obtained by the condensation polymerization of melamine with formaldehyde. That's all. Only one sentence you have to write. So melamine means you have to write this equation. You see, sorry, formula. So this is NH2, this is NH2, and this is NH2 with alternate. So this is melamine. You see, nitrogen, 3 carbons, and carbon, 3 carbons. At the place of carbons, you have to write amino group, that is NH2. So this is called melamine. So then what is the formula for formaldehyde? You see, formaldehyde. What is the formula? That is HCHO. So that is RCHO formula. You know, RCHO means HCHO formaldehyde. R means H. So this HCHO can also be written as CH2O. You see, CH2O. So that means this is melamine, this is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde formula is HCHO, aldehyde formula is RCHO. Instead of R, you have to write H. So therefore, HCHO, it is also written as CH2O. So now you see. So when it undergoes condensation, you see, you will be getting one product that is called the resin intermediate. Intermediate product is obtained. Here NH, you see, NH at this position, NH. CH2O. You have to remove one hydrogen atom here outside NH. H is removed out. NH CH2OH. So that is, so to write this one again. N. So this is the carbon atom. This is N. This is N. Now you see NH, and then CH2O. CH2O, and again one more H is initially we are removed, that H is already. So this is the compound which is called as resin intermediate compound. Resin intermediate. So that means first melamine reacts with formaldehyde giving resin intermediate. Now resin intermediate will undergo polymerization. So giving the melamine formaldehyde polymer is obtained. So this will undergo polymerization. That means you have to write N molecules. So therefore you see what happens here. So if you take a large number of these molecules, resin intermediate molecules, so that is large number of molecules, you see, one by one. So you will be getting, you see, this NH2, that is O is removed. OH is removed as H2O, you see, from this CH2, from this NH2OH. If you remove this OH along with another H2O, and you will be getting only CH2 gas. Like this, I am going to write the product here, you see, here. So this is N. This is N. And this is NH. You have to write dash. Why? Because you see one hydrogen atom is removed. If you take this CH2OH group is here also, and this is NH CH2 dash, and this is NH dash. You see, this is N times, and here also. So that means it will change, will continuous. That is how you can write this. There is a formula for this melamine formaldehyde residue. This is melamine formaldehyde polymer. And this melamine formaldehyde polymer, you have to write in alternate double bonds also here. So this melamine formaldehyde polymer is used in, that is unbreakable crockery. Unbreakable crockery. So that means you see melamine formaldehyde polymer. So it is you have to write this equation like this. You see, well, that is melamine. This is formaldehyde. So melamine reacts with formaldehyde first, forming resin intermediate. You see. So how actually this addition takes place here? NH2 out of NH2 you have to remove H. NH CH2O, and again write this H here. NH CH2OH. And after that you see, so this molecule is from the resin intermediate which is formed before the product. So therefore this resin intermediate will undergo polymerization. So giving, and that means you see large number of these resin intermediates undergoes polymerization, and at the same time you see you will be getting like this, that is NHCH2 dash, here also NH dash, this is also NH dash. Why? Because you see like this formaldehyde molecules are also added here also. So therefore you will be getting like this, you see NHCH2 dash, this is H dash, NH dash, like this. Why? Because you see, so this group is here, one H and this OH is removed. You see this OH and another H. Here also one H and this another OH is removed. Therefore NH will be removed, remaining. And if one more OH is here from this side, you see, so then NH will be removed as this, another H and this OH will be removed as OH2O, that is minus H2O, minus NH2O. So like this you see, you can form this melamine formaldehyde polymer. Melamine reacts with formaldehyde giving resin intermediate of melamine. So undergoes polymerization giving melamine formaldehyde polymer. Okay, of course this polymer is used in the unbreakable crockery.